Hey.
Podcast. I was still talking like saying to him.
Oh no.
Welcome to the Buddy System Podcast. I'm Chris.
Hey, I'm Matty.
Matty, and we got our lovely guest, one of our
Kristen
favorite
Toomey.
people in the whole
Hello.
world, fucking
up, bud?
Kristen Toomey.
Hey, bud. Thank you for doing the pod.
What's
Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be on my favorite pod. Oh my goodness. It is my favorite. I've been loving it so much.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm serious.
Heck yeah. Well, that's freaking.
I'm your biggest fan, I think.
What? That's not that.
And
Now
look
I'm
it.
smitten.
Now I'm here.
Now I can't even. I don't even know what to say.
Wow. Now
It's not often we're speechless.
Now
Unless
we
I'm
got
trying to say too many words at the same time and I have like a mini stroke.
She bamboozled us to
She
get on
did.
it. Yeah.
God.
No.
Tugs
Toomey,
the
we're.
heartstrings right out of the gate.
I think I'm one of your biggest fans. How about that? Right back at you.
Not if I have anything to say about that,
Yeah.
because I think I am your biggest fan.
Yeah,
So
not
I'll
to be
fight
too
I'll
sincere.
fight you in the street for that, dude.
You know, like, because I love stand-up comedy, but I don't really love watching it as much anymore.
Well, 'cause
But-
it becomes monotonous and you need to like get away from it sometimes.
But there's still comics where you're like, I will leave what I'm doing to go watch what's happening in the room, and you're definitely
sure.
one of those.
Oh, you mean like when you're doing a show,
Yeah.
and then the show's going on in one room. Yeah, of course. You just hear the show happening.
Usually I'm
Yeah.
hanging at the bar. I don't really
Right.
sit. I love stand-up. It's wonderful. Sometimes I'm in the mood to embrace the whole show that I'm on, but a lot of times I want to just have a drink,
Go
or
talk, look at
hang
your
out
phone.
with,
Yeah.
with the bartender. Yeah.
But no, Toombs is definitely someone you're like, I gotta go watch.
I'm
I gotta
leaving.
go watch too.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Same to you both.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
You're one of the
we
funniest.
just did what was it? Thalia Hall. How do you say it? Talia or
Thalia.
Thalia Hall.
I think Talia.
Thalia.
I think it's like a light. When people are like Thalia, I think it's more like Talia. It's
Right,
Like,
it's-
like a tiny H.
Like the actress from Rocky.
Who's that?
One of those I can't say.
Oh.
Talia.
Is it the same exact spelling?
I don't know.
Me neither. I don't even know what you're talking about. So we're extra fucked.
Anyway, whatever.
It's not a Barcelona TH.
Barcelona.
It's not.
The viewers will
Thalia.
know. But put in the comments what it is. There you go, fellas, for your algorithm.
Sweet.
But anyway, we were doing that in November, the three of us,
Yeah.
and it was so fun. I had to go up, and I was so busy like laughing at you both, and your new stuff is so great
Oh.
that I was like, by the time I was walking out there, I was like, I didn't even think about what I was going to say at
You
all.
crushed. That was such a fun
was
night. And it's
fun.
like one of those nights that's like, rare. It was also kind of special. It was momentous. Thanksgiving. Canadian does it every year. But like when everyone on it just crushes and everyone's like, you're backstage at a huge theater watching your homies destroy. And it's just
Yeah.
like, and then you go out and get a little taste
Piece.
of the, yeah.
One
Like,
of
it's
my
just like,
favorite parts about it is like we're all doing our bits. We're all trying to do our best up there, obviously, but Toomey's like you've got that stand-up instinct where you saw like a guy in the third row that you just didn't like, and you're like, I don't fucking like you. That was so good.
Well, he was staring at me with a weird face, and I didn't like it. And I was just like, you don't have like a front row face. Like
yeah. You have a back of the room face. There's like 1,000 people in this theater. You don't like your face, dude.
You don't have a front row face.
He doesn't. And he was staring at me. I was like, what is wrong with you? To the back with you, sir.
I think I love when I see a comedian bully the audience a little bit. You know,
I love to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. And it's sort of like a fight up there sometimes. I mean, I don't, if it can be like that. But
Yeah.
I think it's done in good fun.
I'm too mean to like open the floodgate.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean?
But I love when you get mean.
Well, 'cause
if
it's like
Matty
the-
gets mean in front of you, it's like he's letting you in.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's also like, you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's fun.
Like I will
It's-
proceed with caution.
well, because it also is so mean and on accident so quickly, and like it really goes against the whole general brand and vibe of what I'm trying to be.
Yeah,
in
but
the
it's
world
like-
and on stage. So like
Underneath
yeah.
that sweet, sweet boy
I know.
is a vicious, vicious murderer.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I can't like let loose on the audience because I'll like
But you still do it like goofy.
True. But like someone can, but it's very offensive.
You'll be
It's
like
a roast. I
You'll be
can't
like
do roast 'cause of
You'll be
that.
like doing an impersonation of someone who's just done something stupid, but you're like, and then they were like, oh wow, I don't think that about you, huh? Fuck you. You're like doing some like weird German impression of like just a lady at a thrift store who was mean to you.
Oh, that lady. God, I woke up mad at her yesterday.
She's like, yeah, and she's charging me all this money. He's like, and yeah, that's gonna be a little more. And I'm like,
This one's a little more just because I don't like your channel so much.
yeah, you do like this, like a vague European accent.
Speaking of the Chicago accent, we were talking about this earlier. That lady that I woke up mad about, I just did a voice recording of her. It was a thick Chicago accent, also kind of clearly not the sharpest knife in the drawer. She was like ordering Greek food from somebody over the phone. And it was so ridiculous and it was going on for so long that I just took my phone out and put my voice recorder on and just like kept shopping for a little bit. And I went for like 4 minutes. I haven't listened back to it. Maybe that could be Patreon stuff.
I listened to it a little bit.
I gave you a taste of it. She's like, can I get extra juice? But I don't want like beef juice. I just want it extra juicy. And she's ordering like, I'm like, what item on the menu are you? You know, if it was Italian beef sandwich, I understand what we're talking about here. But it wasn't. It was like a salad, I think.
Ew.
So I don't know why beef
juicy
juice is
salad.
Yeah,
Speaking of beef juice,
beef juice salad. It's really good.
We tried to do our thing last night.
You should check it out, Toomey.
What did you make?
Oh,
What didn't we make? Christopher. Well, I signed off on it, so I have to take partial blame.
yeah.
But we were planning this little menu from one of my antique cookbooks. We were like, let's make some. We'll do a little video where we make something from one of these old cookbooks. And Chris was like, I'm going to do an 8-course menu. I'm like,
Oh my
great.
gosh.
Too much. I wish
then-
you were around to tell us that was too
And
much.
then
That's way too much.
And then he also did all of the menu items based on how funny the names of the things were.
What, like
Turns out
Like a Jello mold and stuff?
that would have been a delight compared to what we actually made.
Yeah.
I almost threw up on one of the things. And it wasn't even like, it's not like it was like raw fish or something, which is like probably
It's
what
just, like
people.
wet and bad.
Yeah, it was like everything was like mostly cream cheese and like.
Like the Vienna sausages and stuff?
Not even, dude. What
No, it
was
was
the
like
meat?
balls of cream cheese served on lettuce with,
Yeah.
with mayonnaise on the lettuce.
Yeah, it was cream cheese
really-
and butter
That's
mixed
so
together
white,
with
no
like
flavor.
olives.
Yeah, so we did this like 1908 cookbook from like a baking soda company. And
Yeah.
I don't know what we expected.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
expect that like we could take something that like on paper, but when you showed me these recipes, we were sitting here, we were super stoned, and we were like, that is hilarious. One of the things was called Clops, another thing was called Jumbles.
Yeah.
What?
So obviously,
Yes,
this
you gotta
cooking show
try
is called
it.
Jumbles and Clops.
Jumbles and clops. What was the clops?
The Clops were veal balls. I'm sorry,
Wait.
balls of ground veal.
What?
So ground veal with like lemon zest, egg white, and onion juice
Stop.
rolled into balls, and then wait for it, boiled.
Boiled.
Yeah.
Boiled.
Stop
And
it.
like when I was cleaning the kitchen
Get
last night,
fucked.
the last thing I forgot to clean was the
Onion
the pot,
juice?
The pot of I forgot about the clop water.
We basically made food.
Onion juice is just like sweat.
Oh, it
It's-
was
oh,
bad.
yeah, it's onion
it
juice,
tasted
right.
like that's what it was. It was like seasoned with BO. It was like here,
Like foot
fucking
sweat.
juice this
Ew.
teenager's pit.
And veal also
oh
is
God,
gross.
that just gave me like a ew, ew. And no thank you for feeling in my
Veal
body.
is gross in itself
Yeah.
because it's just how it's made.
Lucia came and she refused to eat the veal.
Yeah.
I bet. And what was the jangles?
Jingles
Whatever.
and Jangles.
Jumbles were the best part, actually.
No, but maybe the show's called Jingles and Jangles.
The jumbles were
The only edible thing.
yeah, they're like nice lemon sugar cookies that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone could have made them though.
It was you just like cream, butter, and sugar together, and then add flour and an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ate medieval food.
Not quite. Well, technically,
felt like it.
Even the jumbles, well, we overbaked them.
Yeah.
and like they turned into like hardtack, like what you would take on like a long like sled dog journey.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Something
was
that's going to go in the saddlebag and it's not going to go bad for months. You know what I mean?
So one of the worst things that we made was it was for the soup portion of the meal.
I just
yeah.
thought about it and I got like 1,000 yards there.
It was toast water.
Toast, yeah. It was for like invalids or like the infirm. What was it?
Toast
So
water.
you make toast, you brown
Okay.
toast in the toaster, then
Okay.
you soak it in hot boiling
water.
water, and then you let it cool, and then you bring it back up.
No, then you strain it.
then you strain it
Yeah.
What?
a couple times,
And then you reheat it.
reheat it and serve it like coffee.
You serve it. People can add.
Are you kidding? You're
No.
making these up.
I'm not kidding because we had it last night.
No, you did
We
not
had
eat
toast
toast.
Lucia
water.
like actually did
Toast
like it.
Lucia
water?
liked toast
At one point,
water.
I caught her looking over. I was like, "Chris, don't say anything," because she was just like talking,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she just like
She was
we were at like a little cafe. She was like, "Anyway, so like we were at the thing." I'm like,
She was just drinking, and I
Oh,
and
no.
I didn't miss. I missed the memo. I was like, "Wait, are you
Lucia.
drinking the
I was
fucking
like, "Let her
toast
just
water?"
drink it. She's training drinking it like it's normal beverage.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
What is the point?
Toast water?
Well, we found out that it became less funny when we found out it's for like sick people that probably couldn't chew. It was from 1908.
Oh
Recipes
gosh,
for the
yeah.
infirm.
Yeah, something.
So it was funny at first, and then we're like, oh, geez.
So something I saw on the
Louise.
internet that I think would be funny, speaking of all this old fucking food we're cooking,
Yeah.
is some medieval slang that needs to make a comeback.
Okay.
And I was gonna read you guys the word for the slang.
Okay.
And then have you guys guess what you think it means.
So it's medieval slang.
Yeah.
So this is like what, 1600s?
Yeah.
When was medieval times? 15, 16s?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Way back when.
I
It was a
think
while
I would
ago.
say
I knew it was a long time ago.
They were really into Jesus,
Like
and
a
swords.
Yeah, but some of them weren't.
Crusades.
Not everybody
Yeah.
was, right? That's
No,
why they
some
were
people
crusading
weren't.
against them.
Yeah, there was crusades. All right, here's one.
Okay.
A Yaldson.
What is it?
How do you
Yaldson.
Yald? Can you spell that?
Yaldson.
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 That's like
a
someone
question.
else's son. That's someone else's son. That's
Yeah, I was
y'all's
gonna say.
son.
Yeah.
Very.
I was gonna say
yeah.
like a
That's
questioning,
not my kid.
questioning
That's-
someone's paternity.
Yep.
Something like.
That's
Yep.
not my son, dude. That's y'all's son.
It's like Maury.
It's a son of a prostitute.
oh, really?
Oh, a bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bastard,
It's
dude.
another fancy word for bastard. You damn Yaldson.
Get this fucking Yalston off my steps.
Streets full of Yaldsons.
Okay.
All right.
Yalston. We did good on that.
This one is pretty easy. Crooked-nosed knave.
Oh, a knave is like an idiot, right?
Yeah.
So like a witch? I don't know.
Dumb
Like-
person?
Oh, wait. It's not. This isn't racist, is it?
No.
Okay, great.
Of course not. I vetted the list.
Great. Huge. That would be
Crooked
weird
nose.
if you just led us into a cancel trap.
Oh, guess what? This gets close to racism almost every time. No.
A crooked nose, like a crook.
Crooked-nosed
Like
knave.
thief.
Almost. Sort of.
A
Kind of.
headmaster of a school.
No, wow. What?
Ooh.
Crooked nosed knave.
That was so wrong.
I don't know. I thought like a good insult.
It's someone that has no class.
A crooked nosed
Oh.
knave.
Yeah, so like
But
someone,
a knave is like a simpleton, right?
someone cuts you in line at the cafe.
A knave is with a K, right?
Keep that one locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Yes, it's with a K.
Yeah.
Knave. Someone
Okay.
cuts you in
Nice.
line. Someone's rude to you at the airport.
Crooked nosed knave.
Crooked-nosed knave.
Yeah, but that's not so much of a secret because the main insult is the crooked nose
I
part,
kn-
and that's
yeah.
in plain English.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
could just see
You can call
that.
him a knave.
This one sounds racist towards people from space.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for this next one?
I'm ready.
I mean, yeah. If they're listening, though, you know that, right?
Mutt.
Giggle mutt?
Yeah.
Giggle mutt.
Giggle mutt.
Giggle mutt.
Doesn't that sound like mean towards aliens? Like someone in space that listens to our podcast just went,
Yeah.
how dare he?
Well, they actually did that
They
like
think-
2 years ago when this reached them. somehow.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this reached them in the
How
past.
does it work? Yeah.
A giggle mutt.
Giggle mutt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is giggle still the same thing?
Giggles in there. Giggles, a part of the epistemology here. I hope that's the right word.
Etymology?
Entomology.
No, entomology is insects.
Epistemology.
Etymology, E-T.
Etymology.
But then E-N-T is insects, right? Entomology? Fuck yeah, dude.
But giggle means
Science.
giggle like it does today.
Yep.
A giggle mutt would be
yapping
somebody
dog.
that laughs at anything.
Damn.
Nice, dude.
It's
Hell yeah.
it's a person who smiles stupidly all the time.
Yeah.
A giggle mutt.
Giggle mutt.
You
Yeah.
damn giggle mutt.
You
Giggle
giggle
mutts.
mutt.
Who
Running amok.
I sometimes like a giggle mutt.
I do too. Well,
I
if-
am a
if it's-
bit
if
of a giggle
they're-
mutt myself.
I like generous giggles.
if I have
but
to be an
then-
earth dog, I might as well be a giggle mutt.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
you go, dude.
You see, to
for
me,
the
yeah, like a
aliens.
giggle mutt, someone
Yeah.
that like laughs a lot, like Lucia, I would say is one.
Yeah, but like, no, that's not true because
Lucia's
I think
a
this
damn
is
giggle
someone
mutt.
who's just like walking around like, ha, ha, like there's
Oh,
people
right.
that laugh at just everything, even if it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like Lucia's laughing at stuff that's funny. She's generous with the laughter.
Yeah,
I
generous
think you and I
laugher.
are.
So am
you
I,
are.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're all. That's why we're fucking homies.
No,
Yeah,
but, like,
not
someone
like
who's, like-
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like something like yeah.
You ever seen someone
that.
like just laugh in the middle of it's like, I'm gonna go to the museum today.
Yeah.
And that's what they put on their fucking videos.
Yeah, it's like a nervous kind of
I just got so
thing.
mad.
It's not even like a nervous thing. It's like a hype lord type deal. It's like the Bears are gonna win today. Like, shut the fuck up! I hate this guy.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
them
I
to
feel
win, but
that.
now I hate. I don't
All
want
right. Next
you
word.
to.
I'm getting mad at
You're
giggle
getting mad
mutts.
at giggle mutt.
It's getting fired up.
Muck spout.
Muck spout.
Muck spout.
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 Muck
Like a
spout.
shit talker.
Okay, yeah. I was
Close.
I was
She's
gonna
really
say someone
close.
with like just a muddled wiener. You know what I mean? Like it got caught in like a
Like-
thrasher or something. It's all mucked up. His
the,
spout's all mucked, dude.
Garbage
someone with just an
disposal.
absolutely throttled hog.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's completely
no.
decimated.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
man's a muck spout. Don't waste your
Speaking
time.
of hog and words,
Got stuck in like a
what they
pitchfork
mean.
machine.
You know what I was thinking the other day when I was driving? I'm a like Hogwarts from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
That's about like an STD.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Shit.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I
dude.
didn't think about it either.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Is that in your
Hogwarts,
list?
and they
That's
got all these.
mind-blowing.
They got all these kids going there, and it's about HPV.
I'm going to
Dumbledore's
Hogwarts.
like, oh, my fucking Hogwarts. What's that?
Hogwarts.
No, I was talking about the school. I just started it. I just started the school today. Yep.
I
You guys
mean,
wanna
it's
go?
always hiding right
You
in
need a
plain
special
sight.
letter. And you have to be super good at secrets. Oh, Lord.
I got Hogwarts. What'd you
Man,
say?
sorry.
At school, I'm starting a whole magic system.
You said Hogwarts, I blacked out.
Isn't that
You're
crazy?
so right.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so crazy.
Oh
God, my
Toomey,
stupid little
that's
naive
hilarious.
brain.
I know it's hiding right in plain sight in front of
it
all of
is.
us.
I would say I'm a muck spout.
What's that? What is
and
it?
so are you. And so are you.
Oh,
Okay, so it's not.
Now those
it's
are
not a
fighting
total
words.
We
pain.
are
I need a
societally,
sword.
we would all be considered muck spouts for sure.
Nice.
what
And
is
I
that?
just realized this recently. I did like a clean comedy showcase, and they were talking about swearing. And then I went down to Houston, and I was talking to some other like clean comics down there, and it's like so. We are dirty comics. People think of us as dirty.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a
'cause
whole. So
Yeah.
muck spouts are someone who swears a lot.
Oh, big
Oh
time.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I have a hard
Definitely.
time not in front of when there's like kids or an old person, and I always keep stepping on my dick.
a lot of my comedy isn't like very dirty, but I just love swearing.
Same.
Like my adjectives are, my adverbs
Same.
are swear words.
Every
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
fifth word out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
But I think that's just like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As a matter of fact, I think people that claim to be offended by that, there's something wrong with them.
I do
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I don't even want them to
Anytime-
come.
No, and I'm like, you know
To
what?
my
Let me
shows
see your
or-
hard drive, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
you've got a problem with me saying fuck,
Yeah.
you're hiding shit. Like,
Yeah.
something really fucked up is wrong with you. I'd rather just put all my, I mean, that's just how we are as comedians too, I think. We kind of just put our worst foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, like once you get to know us, you're like, oh, actually,
Oh wait, you
yeah.
guys are like not complete.
Yeah, you're actually like way better than I thought. But most people are the reverse of that, I think. And the more you try to pretend you've got your shit together, I'm just like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the amount of
Not
like
buying it. I got to see your hand.
lawmakers that are doing all this like Christian based stuff, and then like there's some guy last week that just got caught soliciting like a child prostitute.
Yeah,
course.
of
After he
course.
passed some legislation for like.
Yeah.
It's not even
You know what I
ever
mean?
surprising at this point.
Well, especially when you see the mugshot, you're like,
Yeah.
no one saw his face and checked him out before this. His face is that's a kid diddler.
I agree though. It's like
Dude.
if you're scared of like just 4-letter words, then what do you think that is going to open in Pandora's box within you?
Right.
Like what's so crooked within you that you're like,
Yeah,
I
what
must
is that? What
protect
feeling is that
everything I
giving
have.
you that
Or
you're
like-
scared of?
Or
Yeah.
letting people
Yeah.
be like openly gay or trans, and they're like, well, then what's next? I'm trans.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
think you
Are
are,
you?
and
Yeah.
then you don't want to.
And you make a terrible
Yeah.
looking woman,
And
so
then
I
what?
hope not,
And
honey.
everyone's trans, including me. That'd be nice, huh?
And you'd be hideous.
So just because you have thoughts about going down and sucking on big old handsome wieners, that
Yeah.
makes you gay.
Oh, that's
Handsome,
gay.
delicious
Okay.
wieners.
Makes you gay.
Jason Momoa makes y'all tingle in your belly. That's gay.
Oh, so
all right. Well,
what's
then
next,
what's next, huh? Me and Jason Momoa on a nice little dinner. This is what? Then what, huh? A boat ride? I would love. No. Okay, that's where it
No,
starts.
make that shit illegal.
I'm not doing boat rides with Jason Momoa and doing gay wiener stuff.
don't
all right?
wanna see-
Sounds amazing. I can't do that though.
Yeah, it's always the people that protest too much.
100%. I saw someone say this. It's like if you are against, like if you think homosexuality is a choice, then that's because you're making the choice,
Right.
and
Right.
you're mad within yourself for repressing that part of you.
Yeah.
And so you take it out on others.
Which
It's
is
like
a bummer, and
classic.
it's heartbreaking until you start voicing shit that's against. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to live quietly with that, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That you're not living your truth and you're like in this
Sucks.
prison that you've created. But like, if you now are going to use that to be like, no one can do it.
Yeah.
Then fucking
You're
burn in
using
hell.
your self-hatred
Yeah, dude,
to
exactly. Like,
smother others. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we were able to turn Muck Spout into some actual
Yeah. Love
That's
spout.
true.
Love
we
spouting.
were spouting some
we're
love.
trying to not just have all these episodes be like about just like farting and shitting. And
Yeah, please.
You're
I
gonna
think
But
love
hey,
this
wait.
next one.
Okay, wait. I also want to pause
Yes,
because I
please.
feel like this is kind of tied in with the Hogwarts because I'm dying to know what this is right here
Oh,
on
you
the
asked about
table.
it right before we started.
And I feel like it's for a warlock.
This thing right here.
It's a Warlock's pouch. Is
A
what you said
warlock's
earlier.
pouch
This
for
guy?
like a spell on the go.
Yeah. So if you're
And
a-
maybe
it's
your
a
little
lantern.
book of shadows is in there. What is it?
if you're listening right now, what's going on is
Go to
Matty is
YouTube,
opening
first of
a
all.
leather pouch that has like kind of some gold stuff, some candles attached to the outside.
It's beautiful.
Also, if you're listening right now and you're on Spotify, you can tap the cover photo, and this will turn into a video for you.
What? And
Yeah.
you should definitely tune in for this because this is.
And if you like this type of stuff, tune into our Patreon. Maddie and I will be cooking segments, thrifting segments,
oh
stupid
my
shit
gosh.
like that. You send Matty on errands. He usually doesn't come back with HDMI cords or hard drives like he's supposed to. He comes back with antique lamps and like a baseball bat from the 40s and like a weird rake that only Amish people use or something.
I didn't know what it was, but I mean, that's beautiful. What year was that from? Recent?
That's new.
It looks vintage.
Mike, you rube.
Your
Pick
mic.
up your mic.
I got so excited about trinkets, I just threw my mic out the fucking window.
Matty's just gone
This is like
Michaelist for
just
the
some
last...
company that's been making those for a million years, so that's like new.
Love it.
But it's like in
Beautiful.
the same thing. This is old as hell. This is a Nantucket pewter whale oil lamp from when people used.
And if
still
you
use-
watched the last
Let me see.
episode,
That's
that's,
where
what was on the whole time.
It was lit. Well, I mean, it's just got paraffin oil in there now, but like,
Can you
that's
light it?
Oh yeah, it was lit. It's out of oil right now, but I've got.
And
some.
if you ever come to our studio
great.
and you start cooking with a random thing of olive oil that could be paraffin oil.
no, I put a big red tape on it. It says
Oh.
paraffin.
There's
Never
so
mind.
many
Paraffin
nice
oil.
trinkets in here.
All
I
right,
love it.
So
Okay,
we were
next
keeping
word.
it really
Okay.
mature. So this next one is going to throw us off that one.
Great.
But whatever. This next one is called Fartlekin.
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 Fart who
That's a
can?
shirt.
Fartlekin.
That's
Fartlekin?
that's a fart that comes. They're like the definition is
I
probably
thought
like
we were going to get away from farts
a
on
fart
this
that
episode.
comes with
no,
soup.
do something else.
I'm
soup
sorry,
fart.
I couldn't.
Wait, say it again.
Fartlekin.
a fart where you fill your pants with soup. It's a
No.
shark, but they didn't know how to say shark.
Fartlekin
Yeah.
is like
Soup fart.
no, it's a grumble in your stomach before you fart because it's like kindling for fart.
Ooh, that's
So brilliant.
really good.
That was awesome. Oh man,
I'm afraid to disappoint you both. You're both wrong.
I wanna
What
go
is
through
it?
Same, right? It's a little fart.
a little
Oh,
fartlekin.
okay.
fart.
But I still was right because it's a little.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
You
It
know
was
when you have
something
those, like,
brewing.
internal farts.
Yeah. When do you ever have one where it sounds like a fart, but it's like up here?
Yeah.
Or like it
that
comes
was- I
out of
didn't
your. It's not a burp, and it's not. It's just like a noise that comes up. It's like it's almost like a little balloon noise, and you're just like, wait,
It's like a mixture
Where did
between
that
like
go?
a yawn
Wait,
and like
one
a
time-
scream.
wait. One time, a door creaked when I opened my mouth, and I thought the noise came out of my body. I wasn't sure if it was me or the door.
I did that once. I think it was my shoulder. I like reached and it was my shoulder was like. "Grr." I was like, is that a haunted? My shoulder made a haunted house noise.
I saw that. I was looking up at the sky and it was a bird and there was a plane I couldn't see. And I was like, the fuck kind of bird is that? And it was like,
Oh, dude, that bird's so loud.
that's a
Whoa,
loud bird.
dude.
I was like,
Oh my
heart rate.
gosh. Yeah. I love when things sync up, like a synchronicity like that is
Yeah.
so fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
Our brains are receivers. All right, ready?
Yeah.
The wiffle waffle.
Wiffle waffle.
Yeah. I think this one's actually kind of common.
It's either like a
Like a flip-flopper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a wishy-washy
Yeah,
person.
this one's, and I don't know if this is, maybe this is medieval, but I feel like maybe my dad just says this.
Wiffle waffle.
Wiffle waffle.
Or it could just be. What is it? It could be a shitty waffle.
It's someone who's indecisive.
Oh, me? It's me.
Yeah, someone who's indecisive and wastes time making their decisions.
and waste time making their decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Matty, Ryan, ladies and gentlemen, the Wiffle Waffle of the year.
you should get that on a business card.
Wiffle waffle.
Matty,
Yeah.
Ryan.
They're like, what if there's going to be some kink that I've never heard of, and some guy shows up at my house with a chain and a wheelbarrow. I'm like, wait, what is this? He's like, you ready to wiffle waffle? I'm like, no, dude.
I'm definitely
can't make
undecided.
decisions. I'm going to have to definitely think about this one a lot.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Yeah, it turns out I didn't have to think that much. I hate whatever you're about to do to me.
All right, this next
I already
one
hate
is
it.
kind of about me.
Okay.
It's a Fusty Lugs.
Fusty Lugs.
Fusty Lugs.
Fusty Lugs?
What's this Fusty Lugs over here? Fusty Lugs.
Like somebody with hairy legs.
It honestly sounds like kind of like German. Was und Fusty Lugs.
Fusty Lugs, ja. The Fusty Lugs.
No, it's not hairy legs.
Not hairy legs.
Fusty
But a
Lugs.
lot of people
Fusty.
with
Someone with a
those-
hairy crack.
Big boobs.
I
old-
wish.
Big old honkers.
I said this one
Oh,
describes
sorry.
me.
Sorry. I'm thinking Fusty Lugs.
This one describes me. Chris
Like-
is like fat tits. Big old hairy fat tits over there.
Big
Huh?
old man babies. Huh? She's right.
No, I mean like Fusty
have a
Lugs
new joke.
sounds like
No, I
busty.
meant like strong
busty,
man
lusty.
breasts.
I don't know.
Muscles.
Jugs, lugs.
It's a lazy person.
Oh, Fusty Lugs. You're not lazy.
You're not
highly
lazy.
motivated.
You damn Fusty Lugs.
Yeah, right,
I'm
dude.
pretty lazy. Like I want to get stuff done that I want to get done.
Sure.
But when it comes to like practical lazy stuff, like I'll be at a hotel room and my phone will be dead and I'll already be laying down in the bed and I'll
You're
be
like,
like,
well,
I don't want to get up and plug in my phone. Sounds like a nightmare.
yeah, someone's gonna have to write me a letter.
Write me a letter.
Couldn't possibly do that right now.
I'm a real Fusty Lugs over here.
Yeah, like I'm like an impractical Fusty Lugs. Like I will be like, just let it die.
Just fine.
Oh,
That
see,
means
I won't do
Because then
that.
also you're
I
off the hook
can't.
for a while.
Is anything worse than plugging in something into the wall?
It's annoying.
No, if you can't be reaching it from where you want to be posted.
And
Yeah.
for some reason, every like nice hotel I've ever been in, they like decide they want to like hide the outlets. They're like ashamed.
I feel like whenever I'm plugging something in, I'm always like upside down somehow. Like I always end up like blood rushing to
like
my head.
and your wrist is like contorted in a way that's like hurts for a while.
yeah.
And you get it in, you feel like fucking Mission Impossible. And you're like, I did it.
You have to like do this thing where you like look at the outlet and you're like, all right, it's right there. And then you're like, okay, blind heading on in.
Yeah,
and, you're like, and then
it
it
is
like the outlet just like
cumbersome.
moves
Yeah.
on you while you're like
Especially when you get like one prong in, you're like, okay, just this guy, and then it moves.
you use
It's
your
like a
one
rascal.
hand to like you're like, okay, those are the two holes, and you're like, okay, now I'm coming in with the other hand.
And finally, you're like, I don't care if I get electrocuted. I want to.
You're like licking your finger and then trying
If I
again.
get electrocuted, I'll never have to plug a phone in again.
there's
This is
blood
awesome.
rushing to your head. You're on like a
Yeah.
harness, like you're in Mission Impossible.
Yes.
I fucking dismantled like a hotel thing when I was in Winnipeg 2 months ago.
Really?
It was like the TV. Okay, so like a picture of the TV on the wall, and then there's the desk. But then instead of just the desk, and
Yeah, I
the
feel like I was in that same room.
so the desk and the wall, it was like a piece that went up. So then the TV is like within the desk wall thing, and I'll bring a HDMI cord with me so I can just plug my laptop in and like just put stuff on there
your
if
own
it's not a
thing.
smart TV.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get to any of the TV controls, and I was trying very gently to work on it for a while.
And then you brought out your own crowbar.
Yeah, and then I broke it.
Yeah.
Fully broke it. And then I like kind of fixed it a little bit before I checked out, where like a cleaning person wouldn't notice that this was fucked. But
Yeah.
yeah.
someone
eventually
if
will.
someone tries to move it, they're gonna be like, someone broke this.
Yeah, you're not a lazy person. You're like, I will dismantle the whole fucking bed and put it back together. If I
Yeah,
can just
no,
make
for
it.
I was
sure.
also there from Tuesday to Sunday, so I'm like, this is actually my house now.
Yeah.
I'm here for a week.
I was there for a week in that gray hotel room.
Yep.
And it was like 100 degrees outside. And I just kept walking to the mall and walking back. And it was just like hot. And it was miserable. It's like just in a gray room by yourself
I
for
got
like a
swarmed
week.
by mosquitoes when I tried to do an outside thing there, and it was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life.
Well, there's nothing around except the mall. And it's just like depressing.
I went for a bike ride in like where the woods are. Do you know they have like the worst mosquito problem in North America?
No.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll be on a bike ride. I'll be quick. And then the bike broke down like in the middle of this like marsh swamp.
Fuck off.
And like, buddy, when I say like, and I've been in bad mosquito situations before, but like I'm talking like thick clouds, swarms where like I'm fixing the bike and they're like going in my nose and mouth and like eyes. Like
Stop it.
I had to like run away. And like, I think I've talked about this on almost every episode of this pod we've done. It's
traumatizing,
So truly,
yeah.
and like,
I don't think you have.
really?
I haven't heard it.
Dude. Like, because I had to keep flipping the bike over to put the chain back on, and like when I was stopped, they would just swarm, and I kept having to run
what
away
do you
from the
do?
bike and
Yeah.
like, run back, and like kept going. Oh, sorry, to hit the mic. Like it was so bad. And then I kept cutting myself on this shitty
How many
bike.
times did you get bit?
Oh, dozens. I mean, maybe 100. I don't know. It was crazy.
Thank God you didn't get sick.
And it was
Did you
hot,
get
too.
sick after that?
No, I've been getting bit by mosquitoes since
I know
was born.
we all do, but I feel like if you get like that many,
Your body.
your body's just like, what?
It was
Like,
wild.
what? Are we okay? Like your
Yeah.
body's just like, wait. I could deal with like 10, but
I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, I got fucking bed bug bites. And I think it was when when the doctor told me it was bed bugs. I think I might have got nauseous because I was just like so bummed to hear that.
yeah,
I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
it's such a
Was it?
process.
Did you pick them up from a hotel?
It was
or
a
was
decent hotel in a nice big metropolis. It was like actually like a good hotel in the. It was
like a brand?
yeah.
Blow them up. What was it?
No, it wasn't a brand. It was like, which is why I don't want to blow them
Oh,
up.
okay.
It was it was like a boutique hotel.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do that.
But it was like, it's,
oh God.
Oh
it's,
gosh, don't show me.
what
Little creepy
honestly
crawlies
what
in
I
my
did was I
Burrowing, biting
No,
guys.
stop.
It's
you know what I did?
My
No.
biggest fear.
Just fucking left my whole bag.
Oh yeah.
I was
Wait
like,
a
fuck
minute.
it. All these
100%.
clothes are done.
So
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
you were at a hotel for
I
like
would-
a weekend?
And then I had these bites on me.
Yeah.
And then I went to like a walk-in clinic and was like, what are these?
While you were still in this city?
Yeah, I was like, what are these fucking bites? She was like, those look like bed bug bites. And I was like,
Stop.
And then I was leaving the next day. This was Saturday, and I was leaving Sunday the next day. And I was just like, all right, fuck it.
Wait, so how bad so you got there Friday.
Yeah.
You noticed the bites Saturday.
I noticed the bites like Friday night.
And you got there Thursday?
Yeah. Yes.
So Thursday you sleep there.
Yeah.
Friday night you notice these bites.
Yeah.
Saturday you go to the doctor.
yeah.
So what do the bites look like?
Sunday,
How are
they're like
sometimes
three? There's like
I'll have,
three
like,
of them in a
thing-
row.
Okay.
There's three of them in a row.
Was it just the
There's-
three, or
no,
was there a bunch
no,
of?
No, there's not just three because it's like they basically come on. They're like feeding on your skin.
Stop.
They go 1, 2, 3, and then they hit over and they hit you one more time. But anyway, that was like itched so bad I like felt like sick.
Oh.
I was like, just kill
And it was a bunch
me.
of bites, like a ton
I
of
had
them.
like probably like 21 or something like that.
I would.
Okay, and
I
all
would
in like a
just like
general
leave.
concentrated
yeah.
area.
It was
or
on
like,
my
itching.
like it was on my like across my shoulders.
Uh-huh.
Here.
Stop. I'm itching.
Yeah. I
It's
won't talk
making me
about it
itch.
anymore. But anyway, you guys were talking about having bumps so bad.
well, I just want to know because like I've never had them, so I want to know what to look for because that's a genius that you caught it that quick. I thought people like get them, bring them home, they have to throw everything in their apartment out. Like
No, I know. I genuinely was like, what are these bumps? They're
I know
like-
you're itching
Well, they
now.
were just so
I
aggressive.
am, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
me too. Yeah.
Well, so here's the reason I was so like this is because I've got poison ivy so bad growing up.
I think I'm immune to it.
That I had to go to like be on steroids. It was
Mm-hmm.
like spreading without me touching it. So like I didn't know, and it was kind of summery times, and I had been in like I think I had just been in Arkansas around this watering hole, jamming around and frolicking.
Yeah,
So I was wondering if these were if it was
residual.
I just like got paranoid about getting poison ivy again.
Like it like became a virus
Yeah,
somehow
so I
and
don't
like
think it
stayed
was
in you.
smart. I think they were just like, oh no, these are bed bugs actually. And I was like, just kill me. I would rather it be anything
Oh,
else.
so if it wasn't for that poison ivy, you might have been like, whatever, I'll just see.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering what was so
No.
significant that made you go get
Trauma.
it checked. Yeah.
Trauma.
Yeah. Just from the last time. Oh, how long ago was that?
When I had that was like maybe like almost 2 years ago now.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like coming up in
Yeah.
April, it'll be 2 years.
I would have just left my stuff too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the right move.
That's you have to. What
I
about
wouldn't
your
have even
clothes?
gone back to the
Coming up next
hotel.
October, it'll be 2 years.
Did
I
you buy
would've-
new clothes before you flew home? just kinda-
No, I just came home with those. And then I got home and I had like a back porch, and I got on my back porch, took all my clothes, put them in a garbage bag. If any of my neighbors looked out the window for a second, they saw naked me walk right into my back door.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
Look
I
at it.
hopped straight in the shower and took a hot shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
my
everything was
scalp
fine.
again.
And everything. Matty gets the heebie-jeebies
With,
so
like,
bad.
creepy crawly swarmy guys and like stuff
Yeah.
that like burrows and digs and lays
Oh,
eggs.
stop.
Yeah. It's also ties back to a thing called trypophobia
You
that
guys are
really.
just city
Is
fuckers.
that the whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. All right.
Yeah.
No, I can do the woods, but like, okay, like it's
Damn
it's
slickers.
not just one. It's like if they burrow
Like scabies.
and lay eggs.
Like scabies.
What's scabies? I thought that was like a
Stop.
rash.
You don't know what scabies is?
I've heard of it. I thought
It's like larva under your skin.
You don't want to.
No,
Don't
and this
look it
girl
Don't look
in
it up.
like
Don't look
fourth
it up. He'll actually have a really tough time.
in
I already
fourth
have chills on my
grade.
face. I just picture
This
it already.
girl
I already have
next to
chills on my
me
face.
had it in
He's
school.
gonna vomit.
She had it in school?
She had it in school, and it was like all over the desk. And I just remember being like
What do you mean it was all over the desk?
her skin. She was like scratching. Yeah, see.
Oh, that looks like psoriasis.
Yeah, no, but it's worse because it's
It's from mites.
under the skin.
I did get
bugs.
something. I was at a friend's like
It's
lake
mite
house a couple
larva.
years ago. That this reminded me of like when you said about like you went to the urgent care about it. Because I spent a weekend. It's like at a small lake in Michigan, you know, and like the few days later, I had a bunch of like bites of some kind.
Yeah.
That like kind of like scabbed over. They were big, and I was like freaking out. I know, me too. God, I don't know. How did we get talking about my least favorite thing in the world? And I was like, because it's also like I've known his whole family my whole life. I know all of his siblings, like, so I didn't even know how to approach being like, hey, I think I got fucking bed bugs at your fucking lake house.
Oh.
So, but I finally I talked to my friend who was also there with me, and she didn't have. I mean, she stayed in a different bedroom, but I was like, did you have any of this? She's like, no, and she's a nurse too. So I'm like, she's like, I don't know, that doesn't really look like bed bugs because she said they're normally in a row.
Yeah.
And so I finally told my buddy, and then he talked to his mom about it, and I guess it was like some like bug or something from the lake, basically. That was like maybe like a larva from
In the water?
like an inner tube that had been sitting there or something, like which bums me out because like one of my great joys in childhood and just conceptually is like just jumping in a swimming hole.
Oh man.
And like
yeah.
learning about like the bacteria that can like get in your ear. Like people go blind from this shit. Like some of these Cape Cod lakes, there's like this like weird toxin that's like creeping in like some of the freshwater ponds in like Cape Cod that like dogs are drinking it and dying. And people have lived
Dude,
down here
Michigan.
for like
Yeah.
That just happened to like a mutual friend of ours. Like his friend's dog jumped in the water and like died 48
Lake
hours.
Michigan?
Yeah, from
Well,
a
he,
golden
like,
retriever
drank a
died
bunch
like
of
40.
water. The dog.
Yeah.
So did I when I was a kid. My
dog-
chest would hurt from
the
drinking
dog
water.
Like, drank a ton of water and was frolicking around and was like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and
and
then
died.
died like 4 days.
Where
later.
where part
Like
of
a
was he
dog
by
park,
Gary?
a dog park on the Montrose Beach dog park, which I can't imagine that water especially is very clean because it's a dog.
It's full of shit and piss.
It's like dog park water.
yeah, the Montrose Dog Park is fun to go
Yeah.
hang for a minute, but like not to go swimming at.
No, I
but
like
it
to go.
was- yeah.
I like to like near my house, which is like about a mile south of there. There's like a lovely seawall, and I jump off that thing all summer long.
Oh yeah, I mean I grew up swimming in the Lake Michigan my whole life, and yeah, playing with your cousins, we would accidentally drink so much lake
I
water.
think I've been in Lake Michigan on this like Michigan side, yeah, but in the city, I think maybe twice.
Really? No
Yeah.
way.
I mean, we would go there and like get fucked up on the beach, but like wouldn't go in.
Yeah, we would
You
do
know.
both.
I wouldn't go in.
Take the train.
And like half the time I was like, ew, like it's cold and why the fuck would I go in?
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
I love going.
I wouldn't
in.
go in now either.
I think
like
also
the
teen
cold.
boys are different. Girls are
Yeah.
like, they're like, I'm not going in there. We're like, we're gonna fucking
Yeah. I think the guys I was with would probably go in, but I was not. I remember like there'd be like needles on the beach too and stuff like that.
It
I
was
like,
probably
it's
rougher
fucking
back
filthy
then
around
too.
here.
Yeah.
Why would I get in this
Yes,
water?
but it depends on what beach too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And the
North
guys were
Avenue.
like-
We'd go to like North Avenue Beach.
Yeah.
I
down
worked on
there.
that restaurant. I don't know if it's still called
Castaway?
Castaways. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
When I was
boat?
in college, I was like a food runner and buster there for like half a summer. Not even. I think it was like a month. And then I got heat stroke.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, in Chicago, there's a lot of beaches. There's like over like 35 beaches, and Matty worked out there's a massive like boat
That's like
on
parked on the beach.
one of the biggest beaches in North Ave called Castaways. So just imagine like a
Permanent boat.
like a steamship that's just parked on a massive beach. And this is in the middle of Chicago, which is a city that you probably have a different idea in your head of. It's
Yeah.
a beach town.
People think
Anyway.
there's no, like, people from California are like, you don't have a beach.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we do. They're like, well, there's no ocean. I'm like, all right, what do you call it then?
Yeah.
The area where water meets land
Yeah,
and there's
sand.
sand and
and
you
it's
go
like,
hang
how
out.
much
Yeah.
water do you need? It's water as far as the eye can see and
Yeah.
then some. So it's like,
I'm not
mean,
trying to claim it's an ocean. I'm just saying, what other word
big.
in the English language do you have for that piece of area?
yeah.
It's beautiful. Chicago's great.
Shoreline.
Toomey, I have a random question for you.
Okay.
What's a place you've always wanted to go visit?
That's a great question.
That is a great question. Where would I like to go? I would like to go to Japan. I really want to go to like Tokyo.
This is perfect.
Wow, this is synchronicity.
This is synchronicity.
I literally have
Yeah.
Japan written down here.
Do you really?
Yeah. I was going to
Nice.
talk about some Japanese stuff.
We also have another
Yes.
question that we ask everybody, and me and Chris already have our answer loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like, so why Japan? We'll
Yeah.
ask the question in a little bit. But why is Japan on your mind?
Well, I just think it's so different for one.
Yeah.
Just like vastly different from here, which that's interesting. And then the culture, I love that they're so forward, like futuristic and ahead of us here in a lot of ways.
Yep.
And I think just the safety of it, from what I've heard, is like you can like leave your wallet on the street and it'll be there the next day. Like people just won't take it. I would like to like see what that's like. Food is amazing.
I would love to go to Japan
And
too.
Just
I've never been.
the culture and the sort of, I just want to experience that. I think
Yeah.
Have you been?
people.
I've never been to Japan outside. I've spent like a long layover in the airport.
Okay.
Oh,
Sean was just in Kyoto.
Yeah, Sean's been
Brought me
there.
back
One of our
nice.
producers, Sean, has been there. Japan is like number one. The reason I asked this question was I was like going to be like, well, my answer is Japan as well, because I do. I want to go in the winter, like ski, like a small like ski town or like a
In Mount Fuji.
like I want like a cozy tea house. I want to eat
Yeah.
some like really like good like ramen and soup and like I saw this video of like it's basically like an ice cream truck, but it's delivering like sweet potatoes.
Oh, you showed me.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
Sick.
Yeah, this is why Chris, this is actually the first time I heard Chris Strauss talk about wanting to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Was right after he showed me this truck
Yeah.
that delivers sweet potatoes.
I love
this
sweet
potato
potatoes.
delivery truck, and I was like, gotta go to Japan, guys.
Have you watched the potato guy
We're gonna have to
potato
go.
truck?
Which one?
In I think it's Ireland, where this guy's got like a GoPro on and he just works in a potato truck.
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, and like the giant ones.
No, and the people just come up and they order
no.
and he like makes their potatoes.
And they're like, he's like, it's like come on up to the spud truck.
Yeah,
the
spud truck.
Yeah, and he,
I
Yeah.
still call them spuds.
he
So
makes like
good.
it's basically like a baked potato, but they like load it with cheese and sauce.
Or you could have it any kind of way. They can have like a curry.
yeah, like curries.
And
yeah.
like when I was in Ireland, like they would put like coleslaw, which sounds weird, but it's like coleslaw
That
and
could work.
beans
Great.
on
Yeah.
on the
Oh, wait, you lost me
potato.
at beans. You snuck beans in there.
no, I'm
Well, okay, so
I'm fully in on
you could
If
get the
if you're-
beans.
cabbage and beans. Chris loves his C and B's.
It's well, they love beans over there.
do.
Those Heinz
Also, curry
beans.
sauce, like the curry dipping sauce, comes with fries like it's ketchup.
Yes.
Yeah, they
and
like
like the
love
chip
curry.
van, they call it.
Yeah.
You know, so we would like go out late, and then the chip van would be the only thing you can eat. So you get like curry chips,
yeah.
just like curry
We'll get a
fries.
spice bag.
Mm?
A spice.
Is that a
bag.
British thing?
That's like you get that from like a curry or chip shop. It's like a spice bag. It's like fried fish or fried chicken with chips or fries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
yeah.
like a bunch of like curry spices.
And the
then they have,
Chinese
like,
food is
tossed
so
up.
much
curry
better
dipping
there too.
sauce. Yeah. This is here's the
Okay, this is the sweet potato man.
Yeah.
That's
He's got a little like a
he's
smokestack
cute.
on there.
Yeah.
So he's got a live fire going in the back of that thing, huh?
Smokestack lightning over
Oh
here.
shit, he does.
There's
He's
like
got
a
a live
live
fire.
fire.
He
Look at him.
does.
dude. I like him at
That's
whoever's
adorable.
Fucking rips.
is probably the coolest dude ever. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
and so bad.
And we could. What if we're like both of like his understudies, and he's like our mentor, and then we both.
I'll quit the podcast and become a sweet potato salesman in a small Japanese
We
snow
do like
village.
we train under him like it's like
That's-
Kill Bill,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
was
just sweet
thinking
potato.
Kill Bill.
yeah.
But
I
we're
was
just
thinking
singing,
that.
go Yaki Kimo, go
Yeah.
Yaki Kimo, go.
We both have to
Yeah.
learn the song and potatoes, but not at the same time. He separates us for 2 months, and we don't get to speak to each other.
We're doing like a really
I
cool
actually wanna
dance.
see- Kill Bill's coming out in the music box.
Oh,
like
like
they're
a
playing the
Nice.
full thing.
Like the reel to reel one.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Nice.
That'd be
I wanna see
cool. My mom recently rewatched all the Lord of the Rings on like big screen,
Ooh.
which
yeah.
I was like, that would be so cool. I'd love to go watch like some of my favorite movies on the big screen again.
Yeah.
When one of them came out when I was in high school, and we were kind of me and my one buddy Luke, we're little rascals,
You fucking
and we
piece of
got
shit.
super high before.
You better not have disrespected Lord
No,
of the
no,
Rings.
but we got super stoned before. I think I was like 16, and it was like it was like a 3.5 hour one. I don't know which one that was. You would probably know.
all three.
But,
All three.
and it was like in the middle of the day in the
third.
summer. There was not a lot of people in the theater, but it was like after an intense battle, And we're like, fuck. We're like, do you want to smoke a cig? And we're like, yeah, dude. So we just ripped a cig in the theater.
In the theater.
Yeah.
Chicago shit I've ever
Yeah.
And then
heard.
like
Fucking
finished
life.
it and like didn't really all the way finish it because we heard a lady like get up like a few rows back and we're like, oh fuck. So then we like put it out and I just like shoved it in like between the plastic and the thing in my seat. And then some fucking like, teenager like my age came in with a flashlight. He's like, you guys smoking? I was like, no. And he like looked, he's like, all right. And just left. The whole theater smelled like cigs. Like, yeah.
All right, yeah, this lady sucks,
But
doesn't
yeah,
she?
that was the last time I saw Lord of the Rings in theaters. We were like, that battle was so intense. Let's blast a cig, dude.
That's so funny.
Such
Like
rats.
post-sex
Complete
almost.
rats.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fucking intense battle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I
So-
like Lord of the Rings.
What's your what's your favorite animal right
Yeah.
now, Toomey?
That's what we like to ask a lot.
Yeah, it changes,
Of course.
But and I'm really into birds. Been into birds.
Yes.
But I would say like my spirit animal, which I think is really what you guys are.
It can
Yes.
change.
No,
Like next time,
that's what you
next time
wanna
you're
know.
back. Next time
That's
you're
what you
back,
wanna
we're gonna
know.
ask, and we would expect it to change. Ours changes all the time.
Yeah.
We've got some mainstays, then we have,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say my all time is like the honey badger.
Nice.
Because I feel
Yes.
like I identify with that the most.
totally. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
You do.
Honey
in a
badger don't
big
give a
way.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like small but mighty.
Yeah.
Like picks battles with whoever the fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
You
Yeah.
get stung by a bunch of
Get
snakes, and then you can still vibe.
Yeah.
You take a little
Yes.
snake nap.
Yeah, I'll take a snake nap.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
a venom
Get a
dose.
little
A
venom
venom
dose.
dose.
I have seen you taking a snake nap. What's
have
Toomey
done.
doing over there? She
little
was
snake
fucking
nap, dude.
eating snakes. She got bit by one of them.
Yeah.
She
Her
can
legs are
chill
spasming.
out.
That's just the venom. It'll
fine.
She
it'll
likes
stop.
it. Don't worry.
She's sleeping off the venom. She keeps eating super poisonous stuff, so she has to sleep
Yeah.
for 3-4 days.
Yeah,
she
then
does
she'll be
that.
back. She'll be fine.
They're so cool. I love the videos.
I'm like, hey, fellas, like wiping it off. I'm back. I saw this. There's this actual image of that's one of my favorites. It's a honey badger that's been attacked by like a porcupine. If you could get it, and it's just like it's trotting back like with all these spikes in it. Look at. Wait,
Oh,
you gotta show
man.
just him walking. Yeah, like hard day at the office.
Yeah. And they truly are just like, what? I'm good, actually.
He's
dude.
like, yeah, he's like, man, that was a little rough.
He's
but
just heading back. He's like, and we'll be back doing that again tomorrow.
Right. Look at he ate the motherfucker after that. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
Hey, Steve, what
No.
happened? What do you mean what happened?
Look at him. That's how covered in spikes he is.
Dude.
That looks like me after a Bannerlord battle. That's
Have
a
you
joke
seen
for
him,
me.
like-
You
Look
have,
Me.
there you go.
Get
Yeah.
a beehive. They eat the honey. I
Yeah.
mean, the honey
They
badgers.
just get stung.
They just are getting stung by like thousands, and they will like have to take a nap, but then they eat the
They
fucking
wake up.
thing. They don't
Is
care.
there something with their
They're just
skin
like,
or fur
yeah.
where the bees can't sting them all the way?
I think it's just their feelings about it.
I mean,
I think-
I know the snakes can get them with their fangs, but I think the bees can just kind of. I think they've adapted to be like.
But they will straight up like they don't back down. Which
No,
is
they
what
do
is,
not.
Like
They
so
really don't.
admirable, I think.
Yeah, you definitely got honey badger
Just
energy
love it.
for sure, dude.
Yeah,
They're amazing.
they are amazing.
Those videos of
and
them.
they're cute. I think.
Yeah, they can't keep
They
them
are.
captive at all. They constantly escape.
Really?
Thick.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're like
you can't
genius.
lock
High
them
tolerance
down.
from snakes and bees.
And I feel like
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, we're both right.
They're super
Thick,
smart.
loose skin
they
that
can
acts as an
open
armor.
up their cages.
High tolerance.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're also if you can't have like I think you also
they
can't
fight
have a Tasmanian
lions.
devil.
They fight lions,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
rattlesnakes. Like they will go up. Look at this, up against a lion,
I love them. They're so sick. They like.
and their jaws are like incredibly powerful. By the way,
Is it just lions? I don't think they live where tigers are, right?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
I don't think so.
But
Yeah, I
like,
don't think
imagine
so.
how scared of we are if something like I can't speak. Something as small as a mouse is
Yeah.
running towards you,
yeah,
and it's like not backing down. You're like, whoa, whoa,
I know.
whoa! Like,
it's like a
know?
rat.
Dude, if my cat decided to turn on me one day, I would be fucked.
yeah.
Cats don't like me.
You know, if he's big, these guys are massive. They will actually. They
I mean,
don't
here's
care.
the thing: if house cats were on average 10 more pounds, they would kill every single
Yeah.
owner in the world.
The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
world would be different. It would be cats versus humans.
No, we would have put them down a long time ago.
Well, yeah, we'd be living in the cat wars, maybe though.
I've had
We wouldn't have. They would have
cats
done
just,
that
like-
after Egypt. I think would have. It would. Yeah,
I've been sitting at a friend's house.
we could talk about that later.
They had a cat, and we were just chatting. They're like, "Oh yeah, the cat's really nice," and like I'm talking, and then all of a sudden, this cat flies off the fucking counter, like hissing at me with its claws, like swiped at me and like landed on me. It was like
Ow.
attacking me, airborne attack
My
out of
God.
fucking
Were
nowhere.
you sitting or standing?
I was sitting, just like this. It's like all of a sudden, if out of nowhere, a cat just like flew on me and was like attacking me.
You weren't even trying to be like,
Nothing. I wasn't even looking at it.
I don't like that.
It was like
I don't
someone
like
had a
that.
laser on me or something. It fucking flipped out.
Yeah.
And
How do they react?
the owner was like, I was like, I like pushed it off me. And the owner was like, oh, he's never done that before. And I was like, well, but you know what? I've always like, cats just are like that with me.
Really?
Like I woke up at a friend's sleepover once. They had a terrible cat.
It was like as a kid.
Yeah. And I like was asleep, but I felt like somebody was like looking at me. And I opened my eyes and the cat was like right here. And I was just like, I closed my eyes to pretend that I was like back asleep. And it started biting my head.
Oh.
Yeah, like gnawing on my head, like sideways. And then I was like it's like the side. Yeah. I was
side
like,
dog?
oh no. And then it would like wait under the bench, like by the front door when I would come in, and it would like swipe my ankles. And then my aunt had 2 cats that would like, and I had to spend the weekend there. Oh, and my cousins. It would wait in between the like to get in the kitchen. Yeah, it would just swipe me. And it would be like, I would have to pee so bad in the middle of the night. And I would just hold it because I'm like, that cat is
He's gonna get me, dude.
waiting for me.
Especially when you're
Stalking
young,
me.
like you, anytime at night, you think something's gonna get your ankles,
Yeah,
and if
and it
something's already
would.
doing that in the daytime,
Yeah.
you're like at night.
No, I'm
I don't know, dude.
I'm just holding it.
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
I will piss this bed.
It's shocking every time. My cat will hunt my ankles, and I fully expect it.
He tripped your ass all the way down the stairs.
Yeah, but
He
you're
did.
also a big dude. Like, it still sucks. But I mean, as a little kid, once that happens to you as a kid, like
You're full
you're
of
done
fear.
with cats.
Yeah.
You are done with
Yeah.
cats. Like, I don't care how cute it is. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, over there. It's
Yeah, yeah.
nice
Oh,
at your
cool.
house.
Was it gonna say?
But yeah.
Away from me? Cool.
Get it away from me. And then I thought I was over it, and I was at this person's house like 2 years ago, and that happened where it just attacked me. I was like, what is up? You know, they just don't like me.
Can it?
I'm more of a
Man, I wonder if
dog
it senses that you hate
Or
them.
a witch, maybe.
Yeah, but they
But
should
aren't they-
respect
exactly.
me.
I thought they loved that.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not my, if I was a witch, they wouldn't be like my familiar. I think I'm more of a honey badger.
What if
Would
What if
be.
a cat totally vibed with you in such a way? Would you ever get one?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, if it was like, you know what, I've had that with animals where like, you ever have like your heart chakra like open to an animal? Have you ever had that?
I think yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, for
where
sure,
you're
of
just like,
course.
oh, you have like a heart connection with this animal.
Yeah.
And it's not every animal, but it's like a couple times in a lifetime. So if it was a cat, then yeah. You know,
Nice. Hell
it's
yeah.
kind of like being bisexual.
Sure, yeah. Don't like it, but I mean, if the right cat comes along, I
I'm in like
guess
a
I would consider
dog
it.
Yeah, I would. I
phase
mean,
right
it's,
now,
I
but-
don't really see species. It's more like about my
More
heart,
like about vibes.
heart
It's
energy.
more about how intelligent their heart is.
Chris
Yeah.
been a cat man for about a year and a half now.
Yeah, I love my cat. No, like 3 years now. He's
Has it
the-
really been 3 years?
Yeah, 2020.
No shit.
Coming up on 4. That's my dude. He rules.
Moose.
But I taught him shoulder time. He like I can like put him on my shoulders like he's kind of like a parrot.
I was FaceTiming with him the other day, and Chris was just like no shirt on, with just the cat just hanging on his shoulder like this. We're just like FaceTiming, and it was
He
very
puts
cool.
his belly on my shoulder and
like
then
a stole, but it's alive.
Yeah.
yeah, yes, exactly. He
Yeah.
like his dumb little legs hang out the back and his even stupider front legs. go down the
Really
front.
funny.
He's really, really just the best. But he's not. Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite animal, obviously. But mine changes all the time. I want to tell you guys my favorite animal.
We have.
What is
is it
it?
the one we talked about?
Well, right now, yeah,
The
it's
flavor of the month.
Yeah,
It's the
love
flavor
it.
of the month.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese raccoon dog, also known as a tanuki.
Have you ever seen a Tanuki?
So
No.
a lot
Wait
of
till you
people
see
who are
this.
familiar with like the Mario,
Tanuki. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
people who are
he's
familiar with the
cute.
Mario universe probably know what Tanuki is. It's like a whole subsect of Mario universe, but they're also these cute little
He is
like fox
cute.
type creatures that live in Japan.
And my first question was, can we get one? And Chris said, absolutely not.
I don't want to pet up a Tanuki.
You don't want
They're-
that.
I don't.
You,
I mean, of
will you
course
save that
I
picture?
do.
That's the one I want.
Look at that. They're so cool. But
I don't want to
think
pet it.
they're
I
like,
want to have it.
I think they're holy or something in Japan.
Are they
Like
sacred?
sacred?
They're very revered.
Ooh, look at that guy. That one looks wise.
They have thumbs.
but
Oh no, I don't think so.
That one looks like it has human eyes. I'll tell you that right now.
That one looks like it's animated. That's an animated one.
I don't know. I think that
Dude,
one.
raccoons are cute, and these are like a little more doggish looking than a raccoon.
Yeah.
How
It's got a little more
trainable are
dog
raccoons?
face.
Can you potty train them? Will they shit in a litter box?
Our podcast continues to rip. We're talking about the things I want to talk about.
Dude,
I mean,
let me
I've
tell you
seen
about this.
videos of people having a raccoon.
I had
Can you put a
raccoons
diaper on 'em?
living in my attic because we had a hole in the roof. We got a new roof now, and they're gone. Thank God. But it sounded like there was German shepherds.
Oh, yeah.
just like running.
Oh, when they would fight too.
Oh my gosh, they would fight.
The noises are crazy.
and
though,
it
mate.
was like it sounded like German shepherds up there. And they got them out. They got a new roof. And then the night after I got a new roof, I was outside and it just got dark. And I see like 4 huge raccoons. Like
Your exterminator fucked up. You have to take him like either you have to kill him
No.
or you have to take him like 100 miles away.
Right, but they were just not in there when they closed it off or something because these motherfuckers were coming back.
Yeah.
And they saw that it was closed and they were like, oh, there's like no vacancy. So
No
like,
room at the end.
No room at the end. So they were crossing the street, like the busy street, all 4 of them. But I'm not kidding. From like on me, they would have come up to my hip.
They're
they were
big.
huge.
They're big.
They were huge. And I was like, I can't believe I was like sharing a house with this pack
Yeah.
of like wild animals.
And like when you hear them fight at night,
It's
like
scary.
it sounds like whatever's happening is as big as this room.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh
I mean?
my
Like,
gosh.
when I hear it,
and
I look
was
out
like
the window
taking
like
a
I'm
broom
gonna-
and I was like hitting the ceiling.
Yeah, but
I
they're
was
not
like,
people. They're not gonna-
I know, but
yeah.
I just was like, hey, like
Everyone
trying
be
to scare
quiet.
them.
Toomey needs to sleep
was
right
terrifying.
now. Stop
Yeah.
having raccoon fights.
I mean, thank God they're gone, but
Have you ever been to the area between? It's on the lakefront. It's like just north of Irving Park. It's like on the public golf course there.
No.
You can go on a walk there, but there's the lake rocks. There's like a bunch of like a seawall. It's all these rocks that are hollowed out, and in there there's like a bunch of like passages and caverns and stuff. I was on a walk there smoking a doobie with everyone's friend here, Greg Kennedy.
Oh yeah,
Goog.
And
Googs. We love Googs.
Young Googie, and about 20 raccoons emerged from those rocks.
Yes.
They're
There's
just,
a
like,
whole
living on the seawall.
village?
Yeah.
God, that's
It
awesome.
was so awesome,
Crazy.
dude. I was like, this is like a freaking Pixar movie.
Lake
waiting-
Village?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to bleep this. This is our freshwater lake raccoon, Chicago lake raccoons.
On the
Wow.
lakefront.
the new Ratatouille.
Yeah.
We're bleeping this.
Bleep that. It's
$1 million. $1
Ratatouille.
million
Actually, I already
You're
have
in.
it going right now.
speaking of Ratatouille.
You're in it. You're voicing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ratatouille, so I one time in the city on Irving Park, like right by there, I saw 2 men dressed fully as chefs with a bag and a knife chasing a rat. I'm not even kidding.
This is amazing.
Chasing a full big rat in an alley.
Was one of them doing a cleaver like this?
It sounds like a damn cartoon.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like they're going to put that in their food in the restaurant.
I'm imagining that song play.
One had it looked
guy's
like a
going like this.
pillowcase. It looked like a white sack,
Yeah.
like filled with rats.
Yeah.
And one had like a cleaver, like machete.
Mm-hmm.
And they were chasing a rat by the alley.
That sounded like it was personal.
Into the
They're
alley.
like, there he is, get him.
Did we talk
and I
about?
was just like, I would like to know where you work so I don't eat there.
One
Like,
time we were at a restaurant. We were all out for lunch, and a rat mouse was in the. We were sitting at the bar, and then a mouse kind of emerged into the dining room area.
Oh,
and
no.
Matty, being the helpful, strapping chap that he is, was like, "I'll help you, everybody, get your mouse out of this place."
Because there was also a family with a kid in a stroller next to us, and they were
Yeah.
like, it was going by them,
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
I noticed it before any employee did. So I'm like, well,
and what he was
these people are
using
idiots.
was
so
his napkin to try to like.
I was trying to like herd it towards a place where we could smash it or get it out of the place.
Some kind of like rat matador, and he like he turned into a rat matador in the restaurant. And then at one point, it was one of the hardest I've ever laughed. He was trying to get the rat not to go somewhere, and in desperation, he kind of just like draped his napkin on the.
I'm like, maybe he'll just chill under
on
here.
the
Like he'll
rat.
like stop. Oh,
like a
shit.
bird goes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sleep. Like go,
Yeah,
go to
he was
sleep.
like,
Go to
"Ah,"
sleep,
and
little
the
rat.
just like
He just
plowed
left.
right through it.
Oh my gosh.
Did we talk about like last year when we were waiting to go into that restaurant in Chinatown with Smitty and his wife and son?
I think so.
We were waiting there. It was like busy, and so it's like in the waiting area to like for a table, but then also full view of the entire dining area. At super popular spots, like a Thursday night, and a rat falls out of the ceiling.
Stop.
That's not even the story. It's the way it was handled. We're like, oh shit, and like one of the servers sees it happen, and there's like a stack of like hard plastic like check presenters where you get your check in. He just sees it and grabs it and just, like whips it like that so fast, hits it like it was a throwing star. Like it was so fast, like the accuracy from a distance, just a wrist flick, hits it, stuns it. He throws another one on top of it, just smashes it.
Shut the
Blood
fuck
goes
up.
everywhere.
Oh no.
Executed in
Everywhere.
broad daylight.
Absolutely
All over the place.
not.
All these people are
They
like,
didn't try to
not.
Matador it for
fork
even a
to
little
the
bit.
mouth,
No.
seeing this happen.
Matty,
Stop.
not a single second of Matador.
This guy was way too fast, dude. It was like boom, boom, boom. It was just like lightning. Because here's why I was like, we're leaving. Because it was so impressive.
We're leaving.
But it was impressive in a way where like, oh, dude, that was the fourth time that's happened today.
Today.
You know
a
what I
rat
mean? Like,
fell from the sky. And this guy was like,
watch out.
ready. That's his job.
Right.
You're a sky rat guy.
He's the rat czar.
Yeah.
Insane.
So yeah, we left. But also then like my buddy's wife like knew a couple also that was waiting, and a bunch of people that were waiting that saw this happen still stayed.
That's crazy.
I thought it was crazy.
Well, you want to know
But it
what's
was also
crazy,
I
too?
also wasn't sure if we would stay because I've also been to, I don't know, good.
The restaurant that we went to where you were Matadoring rat, we went back there.
We have gone since, haven't we?
Yeah, we went back there about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
See.
I've got a.
I mean,
I'm very
I don't
forgiving,
know.
I guess, when
Me
it comes
too.
to.
Yeah.
I've had to kill like a mouse before, and that was horrific.
One way to guarantee no rodents in your house.
I get a cat.
Kitty cat.
There you go.
They smell the pee and they smell the litter. Rodents
I
do,
know.
and they're like, "Fuck that, no
Well,
way."
you see,
Do you
I
want to
have
borrow
outside
Chris's cat to come
cats.
piss all over
You
your
want to
place?
buy him? He's a perfect predator.
I have
He-
outside cats
Yeah.
around my house, which for some reason, like
I think they're
animals,
chasing him into your house.
animals love my house, like all kinds,
All
unfortunately.
sizes.
Raccoons, rodents. But I have like possums.
Those are good.
Bats.
Don't fuck with possums.
No,
They're really good.
Bats are every night, like bats are flying around my house like it's
That's
spooky.
good.
Outside
Then
or inside?
spiders outside.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Then cats. There's like 4 cats that live outside.
So you are a witch.
There's cardinal, blue jay, and a bunch of sparrows, and then mourning doves like on my roof this morning.
She's a wizard.
And then like I've come home and there's been stray dogs at my house, at my door. There was a pit bull puppy that was like starved, and he was covered in poop and everything, and he was just sitting at my door at like midnight when I was coming home from Laugh Factory. So I found him a home. Like animals do love me, and I love them, but I just don't have them in my house.
Yeah, especially when they're covered in shit.
Yeah.
If they're covered in shit, that means there's a lot more going on.
Yeah, you got
His
to.
name, I named him
Internally.
Fred.
Good.
And he's happy with his new family now. It's been a couple of
Nice.
years. Yeah.
I had a 9-foot python growing up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my
9
dad.
foot?
Yeah, 9-foot Australian carpet python that
That
my dad
thing would
my dad
eaten
kept
you.
as a pet, and he would
is
toss 2 rats in there every 2 weeks.
alive ones.
Yeah, and usually the snake was so hungry that it would
So eat them both.
clap this thing like as soon as it hit the ground, the snake was like wham.
Really?
Yeah. Or sometimes I saw her get it out of the air.
No way.
Yeah.
Like he's dropping it in
and
and
it would
it's
be
on
like
it.
"Fablam!"
So listen, speaking of
Was he not
getting
feeding
something
it
out of
enough?
the air, wait, listen to
No,
this.
it was.
This was crazy. So my neighbor has this little nest, and it's on their like what do you call it? Meter thing.
Oh, like
And-
their gas meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a robin's nest that's reused every year, okay? So they
We had
just
one of
leave
those.
it there. So this year, I'm watching, there was 2 eggs in there. I'm like watching them every day. The mom's being really good, like sitting there. They hatch. I'm like, oh my gosh, the babies are out. I'm watching her feed them every day. And it's got a nice little overhang so like no predators can get to them. And it's in the shade. And then I'm standing out there. It's like a nice activity every day. I watch them get a little boulder and they're standing up, right? So the one, I thought it was the girl, I don't know, flew right down and then the mom comes and is like trying to teach it how to fly. I'm like watching this all happen in the alley. Like it's teaching it how to get up into the tree and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is great. So then the other baby's like still there. Next day, baby's still there. I don't know where the kid is. The mom's like going back and forth, I think checking on the other kid and like coming back. So this baby is like making noise for the mom, right? It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm standing out there and watching it. I'm like, he's going to make a move today. Like, she's going to do it, whatever. So I'm really invested. Okay, I've watched this for like
I am too
months.
now. I am.
And I'm like, you can do
rapt
it. I'm like,
attention.
this is the day. I'm like talking to the thing, right? But I'm staying away. And it's like inching up. It's on the edge of the meter. And I'm like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It goes off. It goes and immediately goes down. It doesn't even hit the ground. And I see this, I hear, wow, and a white blur. It's gone. There's nothing.
Cat.
My outdoor cat.
That's why they have two birds.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
But
cats
I
are the
was
number
devastated.
one, yeah.
And
Oh,
I
robins?
couldn't, it happened so quick. And I felt bad because I felt like I was rooting for it to go now.
Yeah.
But like I was pushing it. But it happened literally like a blur. All you heard was a rare, and then
Gone.
the cat was gone,
Yeah.
and the bird was gone.
We had one of those nests outside of our window in our house growing up, and it was robin every
Never
year. And it was
even
like
hit the
right out.
ground.
It was like a foot outside the window, and it was pretty rare that both birds would, because it was almost always two baby robins, and
Yeah.
sometimes either a raccoon or a cat would get the eggs. Sometimes they would get the babies. It was rare that we would see them live to like even fly out of the nest.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of a bummer.
Cats are the number 2 cause of extinction, species extinction in the world behind
It's crazy.
humans.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah,
Because they spread disease.
House cats. No, because they're hunting. Because they're such efficient and beautiful and incredible hunters.
There's no disease factor tagged onto that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know
think-
I know you really love cats a lot, but you're like, nope,
no.
but just because they're such brave, strong, beautiful boys.
Yeah, yeah. For the most part, it's because of
They
their-
are modern day
because they're
warriors.
beautiful and very strong,
Yes.
and sleek and
Strapping.
clever as well as
Strapping.
amazing. And they will, because they hitch a ride onto a boat, hop off the island, and devastate the local
Oh,
bird.
right,
yeah.
right. That's
rodent
never seen a cat
populations.
before. And they're like,
Yeah.
are we friends? It's like,
But you
not
know-
anymore. I just ate your spine.
No, like
You know, the plague, the bubonic plague was because of the witch. They thought the cats went with the witches and they killed all the cats
It was
because of
rats.
witches. And no, but the cats ate the rats.
Yeah, that
and
was
so
causing
that
the plague.
that's what made the plague.
Right.
Because if they would have left the cats alone, they would have taken care of the rats.
Yeah.
No, they were so dumb. They also, if they left the
Yeah.
women alone,
Right.
that would have been cool too.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
man.
I think we might have to
Yeah, we're
put a
winding
bow
down.
on this. Do you have anything
Yes.
to plug?
you could watch my special Shriller on Apple TV.
Please do. Oh, it's on Apple TV? Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Watch
Yeah.
Kristen's.
And
She's
Such a funny
so
hour.
funny.
I've
Come
watched that
see
special.
me.
It's
Me
really
too.
funny.
You.
Yeah.
And come see me live and follow me on Instagram.
Do you have any shows coming up?
Actually, I'm doing the Growlix in Denver,
Nice. What
March 28th.
Ah, shoot.
Are you going to be there?
I'm there a week and a half before that.
Oh,
That'll be so fun. I
well,
love
if you have any
Growlix.
Denver buddies,
Adam,
come
Kate,
to
and Holland is the
Yeah,
man.
Adam's the best.
So's Ben. Yeah, those guys rule. Andrew too. So yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching
Thanks
the
so much,
Buddy
guys.
System.
Thank you, Kristen, for coming. Follow Kristen, watch her stuff. She's fucking great.
Yeah, we've been putting out some more episodes on Patreon. If you're not following us there,
You should.
check that out. If you are following us getting the free podcast, that's great too. We love you. You can get it earlier on the Patreon, plus bonus content there.
And the claps will be out already.
Yep.
Yep.
Feel free to subscribe and like on all the platforms. That does actually help. All
Tell
of
your
our-
friends.
Yeah.
Tell your buddies.
Yep.
Make a buddy system
Word
out
of
of this.
dang mouth.
Helps.
All of our links can be found in our Instagram, Buddy System Pod, where you can join the Patreon again, access free bonus content. No, free bonus content. That doesn't make any sense.
There might be some free bonus content.
Yeah.
I think
free
I think
boner
we need
content.
Hello.
Yay.
That's free, actually.
Kristen
That is
Toomey.
true.
That's behind the paywall.
One final slam. Yeah, and we got a Discord getting set up. New episodes every Tuesday for free everywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Buddies.
Thanks, Toomey.
Thanks, dudes.
Good episode. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.